Hare Krishna. I would like to welcome you all to our YouTube channel, ISKCON Blantyre. Now with Narasimha Chaturdashi, which means the appearance day or the birthday. It's not a birthday, but yeah, appearance day of Lord Narasimhadeva from the pillar to save his devotee Prahlad is just about 30 days from here. We would like to discuss from the Srimad Bhagavatam the pastime of Lord Narasimha, how he appeared and how he killed his uh, demon Hiranyakashipu. Let's start from the 8th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, canto 7. Actually, from the beginning we should be reading, but because of lack of time, we will just read the two chapters. Chapter 8, entitled, one second. Chapter 8, entitled Lord Narasimhadev Slays the Demons, King of the Demons, and the next chapter, which is Prayers by Prahlad Maharaj. So let's start reading summary, and then we will give a prelude to this of what happened in the previous chapters so that we are up to date. Chapter 8. Lord Narasimhadev slays the king of the demons. As described in this chapter, Hiranyakashipu was ready to kill his own son Prahlad Maharaj. But the Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared in front of the demon as Sri Nrakesari, half man and half lion, and killed him. Following the instructions of Prahlad Maharaj, all the sons of the demons became attracted to Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When this attachment became pronounced, their teachers Shanda and Amaraka were very much afraid that the boys would become more and more devoted to the Lord. In a helpless condition, they approached Hiranyakashipu and described in details the effect of Prahlad's preaching. After hearing of this, Hiranyakashipu decided to kill his son Prahlad. Hiranyakashipu was so angry that Prahlad Maharaj fell down at his feet and said so many things to pacify him, but he was unsuccessful in satisfying his demoniac father. Hiranyakashipu, as a typical demon, began to advertise himself as the being greater than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But Prahlad Maharaj, challenging him, saying that Hiranyakashipu was not God, and began to glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead, declaring that not Lord Vish, declaring that the Lord is all pervading, that everything is under him, and that no one is equal to or greater than him. Thus he requested his father to be submissive to the omnipotent Supreme Lord. The more Prahlad Maharaj glorified the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the more angry and agitated the demon became. Hiranyakashipu asked his Vaishnava son whether God existed within the columns of the palace, and Prahlad Maharaj immediately accepted that since Lord is present everywhere, he is also present within the columns. When Hiranyakashipu heard this philosophy of his young son, he derided the boy's statement as just the talk of a child and forcefully struck the pillar with his fist. As soon as Hiranyakashipu struck the column, there there issued forth a tumultuous sound. At first, Hiranyakashipu, the king of demons, could not see anything but the pillar. But to substantiate Prahlad's statements, the Lord came out of the pillar in his wonderful incarnation as Narasimha, half lion and half man. Narasimhadeva Bhagwan ki jai. Hiranyakashipu could immediately understand that the extraordinary wonderful form of the Lord was surely meant for his death, and thus he prepared to fight with the form of half lion and half man. The Lord performed his pastimes by fighting with the demon for some time, and in the evening, on the border between day and night, the Lord captured the demon, threw him on his lap, and killed him by piercing his abdomen with his nails. The Lord not only killed Hiranyakashipu, the king of the demons, but also killed many of his followers. When there was no one else to fight the Lord, roaring with anger, sat down on Hiranyakashipu's throne. The entire universe was thus relieved of the rule of Hiranyakashipu, and everyone was jubilant in transcendental bliss. Thus, all the demigods headed by Lord Brahma approached the Lord. These included the great saintly persons, the Pitas, the Siddhas, the Vidyadharas, the Nagas, the Manus, the Prajapatis, the Gandharvas, the Charanas, the Yakshas, the Kim Purushas, the Vitalikas, the Kinnaras, and so many other varieties of human form. All of them stood not far from the Supreme Personality of Godhead and began offering prayers unto the Lord, whose spiritual effulgence was bright as he sat on the throne. Yes, there ends the summary. So I have made some points from the summary, and also we will discuss some points from the prelude, what happened in the previous chapters, or else we'll be all worried, how did this happen from the middle? It's like watching a movie. If you watch the movie from the middle, 90% you don't know who is the hero, who is the villain. The hero is killing the villain, and if you're not watching it from the beginning, the movie, we'll think, oh, the hero is the villain. He's killing people in the movie. So, we will look back also. Here, Prabhupada is mentioning in the summary, and it will be further explained in the chapter, that the father is trying to kill his own son. It's very difficult for a parent to kill his own child. And even when there is, operation situation where during giving birth, the father has to choose that, okay, it's a very complicated thing and only the mother or the child will survive. It's a very difficult situation to let the child go. But then, most of the times we see how it is seen that the father lets the child go because, with the mother he can make another child, but with the child, you never know. It's catch 22. Even when he grew up, will he take care of me, or will he take care of my wealth that I've made so much for him or her, whatever it may be. So then that's the problem. So, but in Kali Yuga, we also see that abortion is so much in business. One of the number one industry is abortion because people just want to have fun on the weekend, fun on Saturday night, and then there are mistakes, and then there's abortion, killing even before the child is born. At least here in the Kashipu was like, uh, better in that sense that the child was 5 years old and he was not listening and all. We don't know what this child is capable of. But still, there is so much abortion going, killing the child in the womb. And these days, there is a debate about whether abortion is killing or it's just, a lump of flesh. So, yeah, it's a problem. But if you see from the eyes of the scriptures, abortion means it's a sin because, the soul has already taken shelter of that womb. So, killing a soul, Atmahan, is a very bad thing. It's not that we can kill the soul. We cannot kill the soul, but we're giving the opportunity of the soul to get another body and maybe become Krishna conscious in the future. Prahlad Maharaj, he was always glorifying Vishnu. Nowadays, when we have problems, we pray, "Oh Lord Narasimhadev, please protect me." Those days, when Prahlad Maharaj was in trouble, he was not praying to Narasimhadev because Narasimhadev had not yet appeared. He was always praying to Lord Vishnu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We have also seen in the Mahavatar Narasimha movie that how Prahlad Maharaj is always worshipping Vishnu, always chanting the glories of Lord Vishnu, always preaching the glories of Lord Vishnu to his friends. And then his friends also take up the process, and then the teachers get all wild that, wow, we are teaching economics and all that stuff, how to be a better demon, and these guys are just, wasting time and becoming devotees of Vishnu who doesn't even exist, or he's afraid of Hiranyakashipu. He doesn't even show his face. So it was always a problematic situation. And then our dear friend Narasimhadev, Hiranyakashipu is asking Prahlad Maharaj, "You say your God is everywhere. Is he in this pillar?" And with full conviction, Prahlad Maharaj says, "Yes, he is. He's everywhere." And then we see how he hits the pillar with the fist, and then out comes the form of Lord Narasimhadev. And then, the fight takes place, and, both are equal competitors. And then, we know who is going to win. It's like a movie, the hero is going to win. So, hero here is Lord Narasimhadev. Parma says yes, because yes, the Lord is everywhere because he has scriptural knowledge. In the Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, the 4th verse says that. Let us just look for the verse, and then we can read it out. Yes, here is the shloka which says Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtinaha masthani sarvabhutani na chaham tveshta avastitaha. Translation is, by me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them, which means the Lord is pervaded. He is everywhere. So that's why, because Prahlad Maharaj had this education when he was in the womb of his mother, that, Lord Vishnu is the supreme, he is all pervading, So then he was sure, okay, it's said in the scriptures, it's Vishnu is everywhere. So he said, yes, my Lord is in the pillar. And then, we will see how the Lord comes out. And at the end, we see after the Lord slays the demon, all the demigods and all are praying to the Lord that, oh, thank you very much for relieving Mother Earth and our universe from such a big problem. This guy was creating so much havoc. And we will see the prayers in the next chapter, but for now, we will focus on the previous chapters that we have missed. So generally, it's in a story form. How it happens is that we will see that there is Lord Vishnu's abode, Vaikuntha, and there are the gatekeepers Jai and Vijay. There are many gatekeepers, but these were the two chief. And then the mental sons or sons created from the mind of Lord Brahma, the four Kumaras, traveling around like small children, all over the universe. They reach Vaikuntha to see the Lord, and then these Jay and Vijay stop them that no, you cannot go inside. And the Kumara said, "What do you even mean? We are not, touched by material desire because we cannot. If you have material desire, we cannot see the Lord because of material desire, we just see everything in terms of me and mine. But seeing Lord Vishnu is not have to be in terms of me and mine. It has to be in terms of us, everybody, because Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita that Aham Bija Prajapita, that he is the child, he is the child, he's sorry. Everybody is his child. So if you're just seeing in me and mine, we really can't enter. So the gatekeepers thought that these people are sons of Brahma, which is the material world, from the material world. So they might be having material desires. So then they said, no, you cannot enter. And then, naturally, there was a feud, verbal, you know, and at one point, these four Kumaras cursed these two guards to become demons. They said that, if you guys have so much of pride, may you take birth in the material world. And then Lord Vishnu, knowing everything because he's situated in everyone's heart, Sarvasya chaham hridisannivishto matthasmita jnanam apohanam cha. That I'm sitting in everybody's heart and I'm giving knowledge and remembrance. So quickly Lord Vishnu comes and sees, he asks you, hey, what's happening here? Then the four Kumars, we wanted to come see you and, these servants of yours are not allowing us, so we curse them. So, anyways, the curse, Lord Vishnu says, okay, I also wanted to have the pastime of fighting. In the spiritual world, everything is so peaceful, so nice. There's no mood of fighting. Nobody wants to fight amongst each other. So then he said, I wanted to fight, but then, I couldn't find anybody who was strong enough to fight. If Lord Vishnu, he doesn't have to come down to fight with us. He can just send, you know, natural disasters and we'll be dead. So he wanted somebody like strong like him to fight. So then he arranged for this curse. And then they were supposed to take birth in the material world three times. Once as Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Then second time they'll come down as Kumbhakarna and Ravana and Kumbhakarna. And third time they would come down as Shishupal and Dantavakra, and the Lord would fight them because they were also from spiritual world, so they had, you know, equal power, at least they could give a good fight to the Lord. So then that's how it happened in, then first incarnation, they came down as not incarnation, but, the first time curse happening, they came down as Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. And then for killing Hiranyaksha, Lord Vara had to, you know, take appearance, and then there was a big fight also, and then Hiranyaksha was killed, and then from Hiranyaksha, his brother Hiranyakashipu got all upset. So he did tapasya, austerities, standing on the tip of his toes and, praying, oh, Om Brahma Devaya Namaha, because Lord Brahma is the highest in the material world. So he thought, let me please Lord Brahma, and then because he's in charge of the material world or material universe, he can fulfill my desires of being immortal. So he's doing that for 60,000 years, and finally, Lord Brahma he appeared, and then he said he because 60,000 years, all ants and you know insects had eaten up his body. There was only like bones and prana, the life force remaining. So then Brahma sprinkled water from his kamandalu, his pot that he's always carrying with him. And then Hiranyakashipu came back to normal, and both were pleased. Brahma was pleased because He was doing austerities in his name, and Hiranyakashipu was very happy that now I'm going to take benediction and then I'm going to kill Vishnu. So, anyways, it happened that he said, please make me immortal. So Brahma said, hey, that's not in my hands. Even I am not immortal. I'm going to die, so I really can't, give you immortality. So then he said, okay, then, because demons have brains that work 24/7, he came up with a new plan quickly that, okay, if you don't give me immortality, I understand. So, just do me a favor that give me a benediction by which I should not die during the day or during the night. So I thought, okay, nobody can kill me during the day, during the night, which means I'll never die. I should not be killed by any human or by any animal. So we see outside, if you are going to be killed, you will be killed by any human, or if you are in the forest and there are no humans, you will be killed by animals. And fishes are also, part of animal kingdom. So even if I'm in the ocean, I won't die. So no human, no animal, no day, no night, not by any weapons. I should not be killed by any weapons. Naturally, if you want to kill somebody, you have to use weapons. You have to use a gun, or in those days, bow and arrow, or maybe the club, gada, something. So then he said, okay, humans, they'll be wielding the, what do you call this thing, weapons. Humans can't kill me. So weapons also can't kill me. Not during the day, not at night. I don't want to die on earth. I don't want to die in the air or in the sky. So, either I'm walking or either I'm flying and, going to different places. So, he covered all the grounds that made him literally impossible to die. So, Brahma, he had to say yes because he had already denied his first request of making immortal. So he said, okay, that has to, so be it. So then, he leaves, and then Hiranyakashipu, getting that power, getting that benediction, he start exercising that power. Actually, when somebody is powerful, he has to show his power. So then he starts exercising his power, and then he starts troubling the whole universe. Demigods, come under his control. They don't speak a word. They do what he's saying, or else, it's bad time for them because Hiranyakashipu is not going to die so naturally. He's going to trouble us for a long time. So then, the whole balance of the universe is gone. And in the meantime, when he was doing those austerities, his wife was pregnant, and then uh, the demigods understood that Hiranyaksha, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu's brother was so powerful, he gave us so much trouble, and Hiranyakashipu is now doing austerities, and his son will be equally demon naturally. If you are in the family of demons, there's a slim chance that you're going to be a devotee. So then they decide to uh, adopt, not adopt, kidnap Kayadhu, who is the wife of Hiranyakashipu, and take her away. Wait for the child to be born, and then when he's born, you know, kill him so that there is no uh, demoniac forces after Hiranyakashipu's death. So then, when they were taking Kayadhu, Narad Muni, who is the best among the devotees, he stopped them and said, "What are you doing?" He said, "No, Hiranyakashipu is gone for austerities. He's going to ask for benedictions, and we are sure that he's going to destroy the whole universe. So his child is going to be the heir to the throne. So then he will be equally bad. So we just want to wait till he takes birth and then kill him. He said, no, this chap, this guy is going to take birth. He's going to be a great devotee of Vishnu. So please don't, keep give her to me. I'll take care of her till Hiranyakashipu comes back from wherever he's doing his austerities, and then I'll hand her over back so that there's no problem. But I trust me that there is the demigods and you people won't be harmed by this child. So, anyways, he takes charge of Kayadu. He keeps her in her, not in her, in his house, Bhajan Kutir, where he used to do Katha, reading of the Srimad Bhagavatam, studying the scriptures, and then Kayadu being, pregnant, and naturally, pregnancy gives you so much of other things like tiredness and fatigue. So then she used to just fall asleep while listening to Narad Muni's Katha. But Prahlad Maharaj in the womb, he used to attentively listen. That's why they say that pregnant lady should not do things that are not nice for the human beings. Better she, you know, takes scriptural study or listens to godly music or godly stories so that the child gets better education from the beginning. So then Prarma was listening, and then he got more inspired to become a devotee. And when he was born, we see that how he was always worshipping Vishnu, and so much so that at one point in the Srimad Bhagavatam, he is described as Krishna Graha Grahitatma. Like this guy is being haunted by the Krishna planet. You see how there are certain planets that influence us, like Rahu, Ketu, and all that planets that influence our life and then make our life good or make our life hellish. But in this case, Prahlad Maharaj was Krishna Graha Grahita. He was mm, affected by the Krishna Graha. That's why he was always chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He was always trying to serve the Lord and not being afraid of his father, who was like the chief of the demons. And then slowly, slowly, his teachers, complained to the father that this guy is not learning what we are teaching. Instead, he's spoiling the children in our school by saying, you must chant the names of Vishnu and etc. So, you take charge of his son, or else, we'll have to kick him out of the school because he's spoiling the other demons as well. So then, that's where we come into this eighth chapter where Hiranyakashipu is asking, where is your Lord? Is he in the pillar? And then we will take it forward. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we will start officially reading text number 1 of this chapter. Hare Krishna. Narasimha Chaturdashi Mahamotsav ki jai. Narasimha Chaturdashi is the appearance day of Lord Narasimha. This year it is the 30th April 30. So please join us daily to hear about Lord Narasimha and Radha. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.